With all protocol observed by Dr. Brissett, I want to just move into the message from the Malden High School Alumni Association New York chapter. Congratulations, class of 2023. As you embark on this new chapter in your life, remember the motto, learn to live. You have achieved a significant milestone, and now you have a world of opportunities ahead. Embrace each moment with open mind and a thirst for continued knowledge. Life is a journey of continuing learning, and you, as you move forward, never stop seeking experiences, skills, and perspective. Take risk. Step outside of your comfort zone, and let every challenge be an opportunity to grow. It's important that you live with purpose. Discover your passion, value, and bring meaning to your life. Set meaningful goals and align your actions with your purpose. Live with purpose gives you a sense of direction and fulfillment. Remember that learning does not happen only in the classroom. It's everywhere around you. Embrace the lessons of life, both the triumph and the setbacks, and use them to shape your future. May your passion for learning guide you towards success and fulfillment in all aspects of life. Congratulations once again, and here's to an incredible journey of learning, living, and becoming the best version of a Maldenite you can be. The Malden High School Alumni Association Northeast Chapter says, you got this, you can do it. Walk good.
You got this, you can do it. Walk good. I'm asking the principal to be present at this time. Now, many things have happened throughout the school year that you parents may not be aware of. And the principal is coming at this time to give a report on all that took place. I'm going to be asking that he will give her a listening ear, as all of us will be learning a little more about the school. Might I ask you to put your hands together for Mrs. Jeanette Mannings.
Chairman of this morning into afternoon proceedings, Mr. Ian Davis. Chairman of the school board, Mr. Everest K. Coke, and in absentia, the Member of Parliament, Territorial Education Officer, Dr. Shamara Brissett. Our guest speaker for today, Mr. Donovan Brown, President of the Malden High School Alumni Northeast Chapter, Mr. Baldwin McIntosh and his lovely wife, Miss Claudette, Mr. W.G. Nutt, former principal and powerhouse students, graduates, specially invited guests, I greet you warmly. And there is a pun on that word. If you know anything about me, you would know that this is my least favorite task as a principal. Over the years, I have protested against this section of the graduation, as I believe that it is not as important in the grand scheme of things. The last graduation, the Member of Parliament, Honorable Uma Davies, remarked that my report was the shortest he had ever experienced, having gone to a few ceremonies where the principal's report took up a sizable portion of the activities. Mine, however, was rather short. I guess I have not yet learned how to brag. But in addition, what we do at Malden, I don't think can be captured in the truest sense of the word in a report such as this. At Malden, we not only believe, but we emphasize value added, a concept that might not be captured in this report. I give an example. At the end of semester 1, I was not satisfied with the students' performance. I had expectations, and not all of these expectations were met. At the end of semester 2, I was very delighted, having done a close analysis of the students' performance, to realize that much value added had taken place instead of what we would call exam grades and CXCs. I want us to recognize a young man. He's not here today. A teacher shared with me his name and the fact that he had done so very well in his exams. And Ms. Scott, believe it or not, I have lost his name again. His name, found it. Radane Williams of H2. Now, Radane is not here. He's not a part of the graduating class. But my point is, for a report, all these little things would need to be added. Radane is in H2. His social study teacher said to me recently, she marked his social study paper and Radane got 72. Now, some of you might say 72, but we need to know the genesis of a child like Radane and the class to which Radane belongs. So Radane did not do too well last year. He's not in the very high class, but this term, this semester, with the value added by the teachers, Radane was able to get 72% in his social studies class. And I'm going to ask at this point in time that the teacher, Miss Scott, please stand and take a bow. Miss Scott? The school year 2022-2023 started promptly on September 5 with the new students coming through to us from the PEP exams. They were not all eager to come. They were not all willing. They were not all eager, not all willing, and not all of them stayed with us. But for the most part, there was excitement, as they were now transitioning from little school to big school. Under the watchful eyes of grade coordinator, Mrs. Spencer Wilson, homeroom teachers Salmon, Tennant, Donaldson, Hawley, and Dixon, this rambunctious and I will be sitting in the position that you are now sitting. Students' performance throughout the past year can be captured under the following headings: academics, sports, social involvement, and then some. The school saw the following percentage passes in CXC. We had some areas that we had 100%. So we had 100% in agriculture. We also had 100% in HSB. We had 100% passes in art, art, building, electrical, and then we went for welding with 92. There are others, thank you. There are other areas, chemistry as well. For the grade 11 students, we managed to get 100%. We ranged from 100% to as low as maybe 14%, but oh, you're not hearing me?
Value. No, Mr. Value, no one.
Is it any better?
No, Mr. Value.
Any better?
No.
Say that again, Mr. Marcy. Can you hear me any better? I don't. Is it any better? Any better? Very little bit? All right. Okay. In our 2022 CXC passes, we must acknowledge that we had our very first Spanish class in CXC. Spanish was not a... The essence of Malden High School, what we do here is about value added. There are some achievements that I would like to bring about. And one such achievement, as we stand here, or as we sit, at present we have 2 youngsters who are on campus UWI Mona. They are participating in a coding workshop being held at UWI. They are now there. These 2 children from Malden High School were selected from about 450 who applied, and they made the cut. We're talking about Ardeen Kelly and Brianna Horton. Ardeen Kelly, Brianna Horton. Both students are now at the University of the West Indies Mona campus participating in a coding workshop. They are going to be there for 1 whole month. And when they were going, I said to them, you are going to go and meet other people from other schools who thought that Malden would never ever sit at a table such as this. I reminded them that you are as good as or better than.
Sure.
Also at the University of West Indies, lounging, Mr. McIntosh would kill me if I did not mention this. Javon Anglin. Javon Anglin is one of our footballers. He was called to, let me get this right, to the national under 15 squad.
Rashford.
The national. Woo! Did I say national? Let me say it again. National. Woo! National under 15 squad. Mr. Anglin, although I tell you there are times I feel like I could squeeze his neck. Mr. Anglin is now there practicing, working, and we are looking forward to seeing him in very short order on camera on the international zone. I would like you to put your hands together for Javon, for Ardeen, and for Brianna. We must, of course, highlight our students' performance having gone through the gates. A gentleman was introduced to us earlier, the gentleman who is in the army. And I would like just to make mention of just 3 of our students who left us last year and who are making a little mark where they are. We are talking about 3 of our students that went to GC Foster. Shaquille Toppin, Lavon Stewart, and a young lady who is known as Janita Fletcher. What is so special about them? Mr. Toppin and Mr. Stewart are representing their college in football with Toppin being voted MVP for the intercollegiate games last year. Can I have a clap? Lavon also represented his college. Lavon played goalkeeper, and I think their college came third in the overall finals. Miss Fletcher, young lady who did volleyball, she too was called to the national volleyball team, and she represented her college, and that they came third in their league. With the zone of footballers, Moreland participated in the under-16 football competition as well as the Da Costa Cup. For the first time, the under-16 competition, the under-16 students went to quarterfinals. Am I right?
Yeah, Joe.
Yes, for the quarterfinals. It is the first in our history. I must point out though, the tremendous support that the various stakeholders did. And at this time, I'm going to pause for a minute. I think in all my years at Malden, it is the first that I have seen such an outpouring of support from the community. The boys went to Dint Hill to play, and I happened to be journeying on that side. Dint Hill is in St. Catherine. I happened to be journeying on that side, and they called me when I was on the toll road, and they said, "Miss, we finish and we win." I said, "Stay there, I'm on my way." So I did a little speeding, and when I got up to Dint Hill, I walked on the grounds and we hear, "Principal!" And when I looked, the entire Summerhill community was at Dint Hill. They turned out in their numbers and supported that football team. Not only did they support them in terms of their presence at the matches, they supported them in gifts and food stuff. Everything that we needed for the camp was given to us by community members, by donors, Mr. McIntosh here. So at this point, I want to just recognize these footballers, and I also want to recognize those persons who stood behind them, worked with them, coach and all, so that they could go to the quarterfinals. Can we have a round of applause for them? The Da Costa Cup young people, somebody reminded me yesterday that they were 1 point away from the next round. Just 1 point. But guess what? We are starting to put on the 1 point from now. Because the next time we go into the Costa Cup, which is in October of this year, September, October, we promise you that when I report next year, we are going to report that you moved out of the zone. I also want to make special reference, and at this time, I'm going to ask the young ladies who are in this group from the female volleyball competition. I'm going to ask them all to stand. Stand up, ladies. Malden High School's female volleyball team came second in the island. I want you to make my line. Second in the island. Litchmore, Headley, and Miss Reed, congratulations, you placed the flag of Malden High School way up there. When I go to my meetings, I was very proud the last meeting I went when Malden was given a special shout out for their volleyball players who did extremely well. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison.
Next, in my whole list of reporting, I also want to make mention of the fact that Malden High School boasts one of the most, or how it going on? Is it most or?
One of the best.
One of the best. But we want to say most because we want to talk about the quantity. But one of the best labs in terms of technology in Upper St. James. And not only in Upper St. James, but probably in the country. We want at this time to acknowledge the past students in New York and around the world who have made it their duty to give and to give and to continue giving for the benefit of the students. We have computers, laptops, we have all sorts of things up there, and it is courtesy of our past students, ably led by Mr. McIntosh, that is sitting on the platform. Our students participated in social events. 2 students not in this group, Shamari and Demario, we were a part of the Mobile City Run under the banner of the Progressive Lights Optimist Club of Montego Bay. Both boys came out. Mr. Hitchman was there as a part of the Progressive Lights, myself and some other members of the club, and we got 2 members of our school that got medals as they participated in this social event. Finally, we were able to host, Hard Skills Training Expo on our own compound last semester. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. I will not go any further. I still don't believe that I should be the person who speaks the longest here. I want to thank you for coming. Malden High School salutes you. Thank you. Blessings.